And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to More I Wanna Be the Phantom. And let's continue this tortuous path. It's okay. I'm sure that the worst already happened, right? I almost went to M. This is a very fucked up load screen. Because I mean, it's clear if you should pay a little bit of attention that you're supposed to go in the middle, but it's still very prone to mistakes, you know. Also, how is it going Draenor? CBT stage? Hopefully not. You never know. Well, this stage is already quite bad by itself, so... Okay, with those hidden mini spikes, well, they are not really hidden, it's just that they are well covered, that's the issue. I think that the biggest problem is that, like, you don't know what side you're supposed to go until you already went there. If you get the wrong side, you know, get fucked. Wow, I didn't jump. Like my finger didn't press the button, you know. Didn't feel like doing that. Yeah, it's quite an issue. On the right side, though, I will assume that the boss is near, right? I mean, it will be unreasonable that the boss wouldn't come up yet. I mean, after all, this area is being unreasonably long. Alright. So I'm assuming I probably... Well, I mean, the way those kunais are... Well, kunais... The shurikens are rotating, I'm assuming I need to go left. I think that's part of the trap, making you think that you... Yeah, exactly. It wasn't left, it was right. Yeah, but how can you go right with that rotation? I guess you can. Maybe. I mean, you're probably supposed to wait until the shuriken is in like a horizontal position. Probably. Horizontal position. Problem is that you don't seem to have too much time to do this. Oh, well, you do have. You have enough time. Now the question is, which side is here? So far all of these have been right side. Okay, all of them are right side apparently. It's a shame that the jumps are fucked up. I think that at the end there is no difference. But, you know, just in case I'm gonna go right side. Because it seems that this guy really likes the right side. That little jump is a lot harder to do than it looks. You're supposed to barely tap the jump. It's a lot harder than it looks. Well, than it looks, I mean. It's hard enough to look at it. Ah, damn it. That was so close. Fuck. I guess I need to jump a little bit higher, but there is a spike on top. That's why I didn't want to jump higher. God damn it. Almost. You love the Celestial Gold images? Yeah, it does a very good show. I'm actually surprised that it can do, like the AI can do images like that, because the model that I'm using the idea is that it's for, you know, anime-styled images, but it seems that it also works well with more generic inputs as well. So yeah, it's great. All in all, I'm very afraid of how this might get limited in the future. Because it's just way too good, way too convenient, you know? Like, if I was doing this offline, I wouldn't really have many issues, because no matter what they do, they can't stop me. But since I'm not doing it offline, at any time that they want to, you know, not make it work anymore, they can do that. And that will be a problem. Well, then again, I do have one of my viewers, Yannick, is kinda like my sort of backup. Well, as well as Rayman. Both of them have PCs that are good enough to run this image AI. I don't. Or rather, I do, it's just that, you know, fuck AMD, right? It wouldn't be any other way. That champ is hard. It really is. But it's the same on both sides, unless there is a trap button. I could do it too, but I'm too lazy to get it all going. I will only use it anyways when I'm having a moment. Well, keep in mind that if you really are interested in it, I will recommend you to do it. Like, I can guide you. Like, that's not the issue. If you don't understand, don't be afraid to ask something, but I will do it if I were you as soon as I could, because as I said, like, for now everything is fine, right? But you never know when someone is like, you know what, no fun allowed, not anymore. All this shit, bullshit from the internet, right? I mean, there is most likely gonna be, you know, other means to get those models and shit, but the way it is right now is quite easy. That's the thing, you know. Like, the way you can do it right now is very easy. Well, I mean, very easy compared to how it could be. But, you know, that depends on how interested you are, obviously. Alright. Damn it, so the right side is a trap. I can technically save this, but these champs are probably gonna kill me, indeed. So it's left side. I mean, it was kinda expected that the last one will be the different one. Like, it will be right side for everything, and then when you least expect, well, when you quote unquote least expected, you get a left side. God damn it, dude. What a sack of shit. It's okay though. At least this is not as god awful as the desert screens were with those breakable blocks. Those screens were fucking garbage, dude. Alright, so left side. Nice. Got it. Okay. So are we gonna face a boss or what? Oh yeah, there it is. Pandora. What Pandora? Which Pandora are we talking about? There are many Pandoras out there. Oh, that's an interest. Oh, fuck. This looks like a problem. So this shit follows me, but it's not supposed to. I'm supposed to kill this bitch. Problem is that this bitch also shoots shit. Okay. Interesting. At least it seems that the bosses in this game allow you to think before you can start shooting. Yeah, this kinda seems like an issue. Mostly because you're constantly moving, so you don't seem like you get an opportunity yet. Like, that's the thing. You get aimed at instantly. No matter how fast you move, she aims at you instantly. So you don't really have time to make those red streams hit her. Because if you stay too long, well, I guess you don't need to stay too long. It's just a matter of being able to shoot while you are standing still. As long as you can do that, she's gonna get hit. I don't know if I can do it while I'm going up. I'm not sure. I'm also not sure if she has another pattern. I'm also not sure why I just did that, but that's okay. Yeah, you just jump there, okay. But before that, let me get some damage from there. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Damn it. And my throat is being sort of a bitch today, for some reason. Not sure exactly why my throat hates me, but it does. Also, how is it going blue? That's not gonna hit. I guess shooting the other one will work, but you need to be fast. So what a weird ass song. This boss song. Damn it, I guess I should shoot double jump better than that. Anyways, how did you like those images, Blue? I gotta say that the last one I sent you took a little while for that to appear that way. But it ended up working somehow. But yeah. It's nice. Thank you. No problem. But yeah, that's what you can do with that shit. It's very, very powerful and dangerous. And get very addictive. Oh, that's gonna hit me. Okay. I learned my lesson. Don't shoot the one on the right. It's a waste of time, unless it's the beginning, I mean. Just don't shoot it. It's not worth it. Problem is that if I only shoot the one on the left, it's gonna take so fucking long. Hey, it's gonna take long, but if I can kill it, at least I'm not gonna need to repeat. but I don't know if she has another pattern. If she doesn't have another pattern, this fight is garbage, which is basically a very good way to close down this whole area, basically. You know? What's a better way to close garbage than more garbage, right? I will say pretty nice. I don't know, unless she's waiting for like the last quarter. This shit is... Oh no, yeah, she is waiting. Oh. Damn, that's very random. Wait, that really is very random. Seems like... No, more than random I think is that she has 2 shots and the frequency is different. I caught the start of the stream where you were worrying about it being limited. Hope no. I have broken earbuds, so can anyone else confirm Gabby's voice is hard to hear? I don't know. Let me know. I mean, after all, to hear this piece of garbage music, I mean, I rather tone it down. So yeah, let me know if it's too loud. It might be. It's a little bit loud. Alright. See if it's better like that. Hopefully. Let me know. I mean, don't just get, you know, don't just get complacent with one. Like, if it's still loud, keep telling me to lower it. So I keep lowering it. Because as I say, zone balance is one of the worst parts about streaming. Every game does whatever the fuck it wants with the audio. It's ridiculous. Doesn't sound any different, really. Alright. I guess I should do it like this then. I'm lowering it quite a bit. We're playing a game that has its own fucked up audio on the side. Okay. Well, I don't know. Let me know if it's fine now. Much better? Alright, thanks. Yeah. Let me know anytime that's the case. Even if I don't say it, if you feel like the game audio is too loud or too quiet, let me know. It's very hard to figure out the right config, the right balance. So you say that this song is from Kirby? Because it's very... it's very shitty. Didn't have the impression that Kirby songs were like that, but maybe they are. So I'm not sure how to hit her after that. Because you need to be far... You need to be far from the red thing, but I don't know. It might be aim actually, but slower. You don't recognize this one? Sounds like Kirby Sound Fun on an AI generating MIDI. I'm not sure if an AI generated song is something that will exist at this point in time, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure this fan game is quite old. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this fan game had 10 years now. I'm pretty sure that in like 10 years ago we weren't talking about AI being able to do music. Or maybe, I don't know. It's quite crazy, especially with this AI that draws images. It's insane to think how what we thought was possible or not so quickly changes, you know? It's now seeing the amount of shit that you can draw with an AI. Like you start thinking that a lot of other stuff is possible. Like it's crazy to see it happen in real time, you know? Because there are a lot of things. I mean, the internet itself is something that probably 40 years ago was unthink of, at least the way it works today, right? But for most of the people here, internet is something that, well, technically, even if I was born when internet existed, I wasn't born when it was usable in my country. But like it wasn't like a surprise because it basically happened while I was still little. Like when my home got internet access. It was very limited, so it's nothing like what we have today, but it wasn't like an impressive thing. Or impressive in the sense that I didn't really question it, you know? It was like, oh, cool. Can connect with the world. Yeah, that's pretty nice, you know? Also, yes, these bullets are aimed, which is a problem, I would say. I'm not really sure how to do this. I used to think animation with solely AI was impossible. I still think it will be impossible to get anything decent. No, it will be very possible. I don't know in how many years. Well, then again, Kyle in Discord, he, in, you know, the numbers channel, he linked something that was an animation made by AI. It was still like very, you know, abstract, if you want to call it like that. But, you know, didn't look that bad. So, you know, I think that only a matter of time. Yeah, it's crazy. You gotta check it out. Well, look up. I mentioned the word AI at some point. Like basically, the post that I'm answering to is that one. So how the fuck do I do this? These bullets are aimed, but the problem is that I can't really go down very fast. And the other problem is that I cannot really stay for a long time because the red bullets will kill me. So I'm not really sure what to do here. Seems like a very weird thing. Because when you hit the red, you want to go down very fast. But these blue bullets are so slow that they won't allow you to do that. So I'm not really sure what the strategy is. If there even is a strategy, which I'm assuming there is, but it's just a shame that there is no way to do anything with the red one here. Or maybe there is, but... like, you can do something like that, but if you do that, like, you're gonna get caught. So I'm not really sure. Like, I think that you're just supposed to take a long time, which sucks. It seems to be the case. Wow, nice fuck up. It really, really sucks. Damn it, I fucked up again. Wish I could shoot for longer, but if I stay for longer, the blue bullets are the ones that are gonna reach me. So, don't think I really understand it. You don't recognize the format? I mean, I'm pretty sure that if you just Google that combination of letter and numbers, you will come to the result. Yeah, and no pun was intended, but you know. I mean, the good thing about these bullets is that you can kinda dodge them like this, but that still doesn't answer how I shoot the red ones. Because if I shoot the red ones right now, I'm instantly dead. But if I go closer to her, so the red bullets are not as close to me, the blue ones are the ones that are gonna kill me. So I don't understand the logic of this. It feels like it's kind of like a puzzle, you know? You gotta figure out what's the gimmick, but I don't understand it. I probably need to think a little bit more. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of ideas, but it's like nothing comes up. Fuck. It's like nothing comes to my mind for that second phase. Like I'm not very sure. Only results to fortune. It's that site where you saw the Teto animation, dude. It's that same site. So look it up there. I guess once you land, you're supposed to shoot, but I still don't know how to go down without getting absolutely murdered. By the way, Delicious Fruit is still down. Pretty cool. Well, I still have 3 more fun games in my PC that I haven't played. The issue is that they are not very good, for what I understand. Well, maybe one of them might be decent, but the other two are most likely not. So that's sort of an issue, you know, kinda, a little bit of an issue. Ah, damn it. Huh, those red things look like a 2. That's funny. Damn it. I really don't want to imagine what the final boss of this game is gonna be like. If the first 2 bosses are already like this, I can only imagine the last one being a real issue. Hopefully not, but I have a feeling it will. Probably. Maybe. Most likely. I almost want to mute the music, cause it's driving me insane. Kinda driving me a little bit nuts. I should have double jumped there, that would have worked. Please mute the music, well, not for you, I'm gonna mute it for me. But, you know. Hopefully that's enough. But anyway, oh, you've seen it. And what do you think of it? What do you think of it? Pretty cool, right? Pretty artistic, I will say. Abstract is a way to call it. Horrifying? Damn. What you mean horrifying? If you listen to the music at the same time, it's very cool. You know? Unlike this boss, where listening to the music is kind of like the last thing you want to do. But, you know, that's okay. I'm assuming the AI is being fed a source video. I'm not sure how it works. I don't think that's how it works, though. I think it's like... no, I don't know. Like, if I try to assume how it works, I will probably be wrong. So let me just say that I don't know. I just don't know. Also, I need to find a way to... like, I'm pretty sure there is a way to make the right side work. There has to be. Like, it can be that the left side is the only usable, but I don't see any other way of making the right side usable. Well, I mean, if I went clockwise, it will be the same issue on the left side. But like, doing this from here does not seem possible unless I do something like that. Okay, that does work. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, that does work. I don't know exactly why I didn't think of that, but that is a very good idea. Like, as soon as you're about to land is when you want to shoot. Yeah, alright. Good shit coming up with that. At least that should make it faster. I'm pretty sure I can also use it for the following phase, but... you think it's fine for now that it works like that. It will speed up the process a little bit, but sadly those blue bullets on the second phase are so annoying. AI just isn't consistent enough between frames to make animations. Right, but not yet. That's what you gotta understand. A couple of months ago, when DALL-E, or whatever the fuck that shit is pronounced, got popular, a lot of people, well, including Yannick, one of my viewers, was saying that, yeah, no, this is nowhere near the level to replace actual artists. Well, a couple of months later, we get models like the ones we are getting, and they still won't replace artists because, you know, artists can just use the AI to their advantage, and also, you know, if you're an artist, it's because you like it, you know. It's not the kind of show that is gonna make you millionaire, or in general will allow you to have a stable show. So because of that, I think that artists will remain, obviously, being artists. That's kind of like the point to what they do. But yeah, it did get to the point where it's very, very accurate, the AI. And Twitter blew up. Yeah, but that's not saying much. Twitter blows up for any reason because they are a bunch of reactionary little bitches. That's like their whole thing. That's the whole point of Twitter. You know? But yeah. Like, I'm not concerned about Twitter, like, who gives a shit. But I'm concerned about some organizations that might deem the use of the AI to be problematic, you know. That will be problematic for me if they do that. Well, for me and anyone that is using AI, you know. But yeah, basically that's my real worry. Because that will happen whether Twitter bitches or not, you know. At the same time though, I think it should be fine, but I mean, the technology is already out there, it's already open source. So even if a couple of guys get, you know, convinced to stop, what organization? I mean, Google? For starters, you know. I mean, you gotta understand that at some point, the material that can be generated through AI will probably hurt some services that probably they don't want to be heard, you know. I don't know. I think for that to happen, AI has to be a little bit better than just be able to generate single images, right? But it sounds ridiculous to think it right now because you are seeing what the capabilities, the current capabilities of the AI are. But what if you can make your own movies with that? There are a lot of multi-millionaire companies that wouldn't be too happy about that. Movies are a huge industry that is still going after many years, you know. So I don't think they will be very happy if there was a tool that allows someone to make a movie by just writing text. Music industry, yes. The difference is that the technology that will be used for music will be slightly different than the one that is used for images. I mean, the concept will be the same, I guess. We're talking about images versus audio. But yes, the music industry is also another example. As you might be aware, both the music industry and the film industry in general are the worst scum of the earth, basically, when it comes to profit industries. They are the worst. Sorry, profit industries that are related to entertainment. Sorry, what I said was very generic. There are way more industries than that, but no. When it comes to entertainment particularly, music and movies industries are the worst in the world. So, you wouldn't be surprised if they were the first ones to take a stand against AI. Which will be a shame, but we know how these people operate, you know. Like, they close channels that upload just a little bit of music that it just happens to be copyrighted, or you showed it for 2 seconds. Well, it doesn't matter. All your years of content are going down the drain because you dare to use this shit. So if something like that happens, which is something that doesn't affect the sales at all, imagine something that will affect the sales, which is, you can generate your own music. It will definitely affect the sales of, music made by these industries. So yeah, Draynor is right there. The music industry is quite likely to do that first. However, for this, it's something that will probably happen maybe in a year or more. Not yet. So for now we can relax a little bit, but it will happen. Eventually, some of these companies are gonna take a stand and they are not gonna like it. In fact, the funny thing is that they are probably gonna take a stand and at the same time use it for themselves, right? They are probably gonna be like, AI is bad for humanity or whatever, but they use it to produce their songs. It wouldn't be surprising. I mean, after all, this kind of multimillionaire conglomerates usually operate in this logic. Do as I say, but not as I do. But it's okay. On the bright side, it's not like we will get our livelihoods affected by that. It's just basically a toy that gets taken away for us for a greedy reason. But, it's like if a game gets banned, it's whatever, just a game. It will still suck, and I will get pissed about it, and I will talk shit non-stop to the ones that were responsible for it. But at the end of the day, it's just a way of entertainment, nothing too serious. So even if it does happen, it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but wouldn't worry too much about it. More hits, I think. It has to be 2 more hits. Well, now 1. Keep in mind that in this game you can get double KO. Alright, got it. Oof. What a piece of shit of a fight. Well, what a piece of shit of us. Wait, what? Well, at least I get a save, but the whole place gonna crumble. That's a shame. I'm not sure why this green zone is so abnormally big, but whatever. Oh, we still need to escape. Wait, what? Huh? Is this rectangle normal? I don't think it is. Hey, Dev, you forgot a rectangle here. A rectangle is not supposed to be there. Yeah. I'm not very sure, Dev, why you are so obsessed with this green area. It's trash. He didn't like me calling his area trash. But it is. This green area is garbage. There is not a single redeeming factor about it. Wow, and you need to be very fast here. Well, technically you don't die with that rising sand. You just can't see what's going on, which... I mean, it's kind of a big deal, not being able to see what's going on, I will say. Uh-oh. No, I think it also affects your champ, but goddamn. Slightly faster. Not sure exactly how, but slightly faster. Because when I reach... Yeah, that's exactly the problem. When I reach that part, the sun is already on my feet. Notice that there are a lot of jumps here that are quite awkward to do. Like that one, for example. In the sense that it's not a short jump, but at the same time once you get stuck in the sand, there's nothing you can do though. Like I'm spamming jump and it seems like I am going upwards, but you're basically just a passenger in the sand, pretty much. Damn it. I'm also... No, I think that... Oh, fuck, dude. That's so bullshit. But I'm not sure how much fast you want me to do it, dude. Not like I can do it that much faster. I'm also pretty sure the sun starts rising on that specific jump and not before that. Okay. That's a shame. I want to see if that's the case though. Like if I just chill here, is the sun gonna appear? No, it won't. It only appears here. Like when I jump. Yeah, as soon as I jump there, that's where the sun appears. Not before and not after. It's on that specific jump. Basically doing this fast is, you know, unimportant, but doing this fast is important. Ah, that was stupid. Lost a little bit of time there. Yeah. Man, okay. That's okay. That's fine. I really hope that the last area in the game is not as bad as this one, because this area is just bad. Just a pain to play in general, but it most likely is gonna be worse. So, you know, get fucked, I guess. I think that... No, it's fine. As long as I don't die to a spike, that is. Alright. Okay. Keep it cool. Alright. Oh, you can just jump here. Wait, isn't this the beginning? No, there wasn't water at the beginning. Oh, and I got the item. Well, we are out of that god-awful green area. And now the only one remaining is the blue one. I wonder what could go wrong. Wait, let me see if the music is fine. This could be louder. I'm gonna put it slightly louder. Something like that should be fine, I think. Yes. As you will expect from like almost any I Wanna Be the Guy fan game, the sound balance is all over the place. Oh, we get vines! Well, that's pretty nice. Because of course, wouldn't be a fun game without fucking vines. Alright. The blue tower? Don't know how to feel about that. Well, if we already start with a gate into a diagonal jump. Oh, and some interesting water jumps at the same time. Ah, that's so fucked up. I think the music might have gotten louder here. Damn it, dude. No, I think it's fine. For now, at least, it's fine. Again, let me know. It's very hard for games like this to know if the balance is gonna be fine or not. Alright. What do we have here? Wait, aren't those spikes? Huh? Is this one of those things? Okay. There is a trigger. I don't know what that trigger did. Apparently I did something, but I... Wait, what the fuck did I do? I don't see any difference. I don't get what this is doing. I hear a sound and that's it. But it's like it's doing nothing. And if I go here, I mean... Well, if I keep dying, it's gonna be hard to find out. Okay, so that opens that up. I don't know what the other one opens up. Because I legitimately don't see any difference. Oh, you need both. That's what happens. Alright, gotcha. Okay, okay. I guess. Though, will it be too much to ask to put an actual button or something? I mean, after all, you already did that before. It's not like you don't know how to do it. You do. Why don't you do it? Just put a button or something. Instead of an invisible trigger. Well, I guess if it's a button you can shoot it from afar, but I don't know. You can probably put a button that is only triggerable by being next to it. Shouldn't be that hard. And this looks quite hard to do. Not like super hard, but the problem is that you need to do this 3 times in a row. Which is kind of an issue if you ask me. Kind of. It's alright. Now this game will be, to me, absolutely unplayable if I played in any difficulty that wasn't this one. That's for sure. Playing this game in any higher difficulty, well, that's not the intended way in most fun games, but still, if I somehow decided to do that, this will be like really bad. I think that I stopped doing that a long time ago. I basically playing fun games in a difficulty that is not the lowest. The good thing is that most modern fun games don't even have a difficulty setting, you know. You just go there and play, and that's the end of that. Also, you know that Halloween is coming, and I don't really give a shit, but Steam does. And on October 25th, there's gonna be a very, well, it's gonna start a very big sale. There's gonna be a lot of games on sale. Probably not gonna be as big as the summer sale or the winter sale, but there are a lot of games on Halloween that get a discount, so you should keep an eye on that. Because there's probably gonna be some good shit. Dead Smiles 2. Yeah, problem is that Dead Smiles 2 will probably never fucking release on Steam. And sure, I can emulate it, but I rather not. Besides, the traditional... Wait. It is? What? Wait, that can't be it. Are you for real? Well, even if that's the case, it is then. Are you serious? When did they release this shit? Well, holy fuck, that's expensive. What the hell? That can't be right. Wait. There is something that doesn't add up. It says Dead Smiles 1, 2. So it's both games at the same time. Wait, so you cannot buy Dead Smiles 2 separate? You can buy Dead Smiles 1 separate. What? Wait, but the price doesn't make any sense. It's a Christmas game, I know that. But what I'm trying to say here is... Dead Smiles 1 in my store is basically, and I'm not joking, it's 20 times cheaper than Dead Smiles 1 and 2. Just for your information, you know. So yeah, I wouldn't say that I missed it, because on that price, yeah. That's a definitely very reasonable price to sell it. Almost full price, yes. For a game that not only it's a fucking Danmaku game, it's also a very old game. Like, come on, dude. It's like Square Enix selling Final Fantasy 1 and 2 as if it was a fucking new game. Like, are you shitting me? Also, how is it going, Riemann? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, they are. Square Enix, that's the thing, like... Because I kinda wanted to get into Final Fantasy and I'm like, wow, they are actually putting the original games on Steam. It might be a good idea to check them out. No, you should sell it as if it was a new game, you know, just like that. Hey, you know what? You want Final Fantasy 1? Well, why don't you just fucking pay $10 for it? No. $10 I will pay for the first 6 Final Fantasy games. One Final Fantasy game that is from the fucking NES at $10? Like, come on, dude. What are you smoking? I mean, if it was a game that everyone loved, you know, it will be like, alright, they are baiting on that. Nobody fucking likes Final Fantasy 1. It's as Draynot says. I mean, for its time, sure, you could say that it's very advanced and whatever. Okay, sure. But yes, for its time, it's not that time anymore, you know. Not even for its time? I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure it came after Dragon Quest, but it's still very impressive for its time to have an RPG, a turn-based RPG game working like that, I think. So I will say that it is impressive for its time. I mean, if you don't consider that game impressive for its time, I will say that you couldn't consider any turn-based RPG impressive for its time. Which will be a pretty interesting take, because, you know, I personally don't like turn-based RPGs. But, yeah, I don't think it will be, you know, an accurate take. Yeah, you can play it on emulator for free, that is correct. Compare with other RPGs. Wait. But dude, RPGs when Final Fantasy I released, I'm pretty sure you had Dragon Quest, Ultima, and not much more, you know? I mean, not much more in that level of quality. So which other games are we comparing them to? Because a lot of those games are pretty similar. Oof. Okay. How do I do this? Once on top kinda stay for a long time, but the way the shitty hitboxes in this game work, it could be an actual problem. Yeah, it is. Destiny of an Emperor. Haven't heard of it. That came out 2 years later. Well, believe it or not, that is a difference. Back then, at least. You know, back then 2 years was quite a big jump. Dragon Quest 1 was better. Probably. But what I'm trying to say is that at the time it's not like there were many other options, you know. So in that sense, I mean, it's kinda like, you know, what example I could give you? I mean, you had a game like Castlevania. Castlevania 1, particularly on the NES. Technically, you could say that at the time there were better platformers like Mega Man, right? But it's not like the other platformers available at the time were much better than Castlevania. To me, Castlevania 1 is an amazing game, but to a lot of people it might not be very amazing. So because of that, I think that this is a similar situation. You know, like sure, Dragon Quest might have been better than Final Fantasy, but there aren't many that are better than Final Fantasy 1 at that time for being a turn-based RPG. You know, and the same applies to Castlevania. Sure, Mega Man to me is better than Castlevania as a platformer, but there weren't that many back then that had that level of quality, you know. It's all about the options, I think. Regardless of that though, the point is that Final Fantasy, yes, selling that shit on Steam for that price, no, don't do that. Like, dude, even Capcom, that is such a scummy-ass company, is selling the Mega Man games at a super reasonable price. And they are selling them in a pack. You can buy Mega Man from 1 to 6 for, if I'm not mistaken, the same price you can buy Final Fantasy 1. In my specific case, in my store, I could buy that like 10 times before I could buy Final Fantasy 1. But in my store is a specific case, you know. But the point is that I'm pretty sure that even in the US store, like the Mega Man collection is priced the same as one fucking Final Fantasy game. I will buy all the games for $30 tops. If you mean Mega Man, I'm pretty sure you can buy them for less than that. If you mean Final Fantasy, no, you can't. But, you know. I really recommend you, by the way, if you haven't played Mega Man. Mega Man games, to me, are amazing. They are very challenging if you are not used to platforming, but I'm pretty sure you are, so that shouldn't be a problem. I think Mega Man is like 40 bucks for both collection. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Here it's super cheap. Well, it's so cheap that I already bought it a long time ago without thinking twice. But you know. Yeah. Mega Man collection, I will say that is... Well, especially when it goes on sale, it's very reasonable. Keep in mind though that there are many Mega Man collections. Because you have the Oshi Mega Man, which is, you know, the ones on the NES and also the one on the, you know, Mega Man 7 on the Super Nintendo. Mega Man 8 on the PlayStation 1, and 9 and 10 then came later for PlayStation Network and shit. But yeah. Damn it, dude. But yeah, no, basically, yeah. Mega Man is some good shit. Probably this summer I will most likely play it. Probably. You'll need to take into account that beating all that collection is gonna take some time, that's for sure. But that's okay. Alright, so how the fuck do I do this? Not sure I get it. Something like that, I guess. Oh, I did it too fast. God damn it. That's a shame. I would have gotten it. I did the hardest jump already. Damn it. Be right back. Alright. Well, regardless, I'm pretty sure that the Halloween sale is gonna have some nice games to buy. So, something that always worth to keep an eye on. It's a shame though, in my particular store there are a lot of games that used to be a lot cheaper and they made them more expensive. Even though Steam doesn't suggest to do that, because if you go to SteamDB, you can actually see what's the suggested price for a lot of games, well, for every game basically. And you can see that a lot of these games that raise the price are very, like, past the recommended price. So because of that, it's kind of a pain. You know, there are a lot of games that I regret not having bought before, because now they are at a way higher price. And I'm not gonna buy it at that higher price, you know, like, fuck you. That's a shame. But I'm pretty sure there are gonna be a lot of games that will allow you to still buy them at a reasonably low price. In my particular store, I mean. But the big sale at the end of the day is still the winter sale. Well, which in my case it's a summer sale. But yeah, that's the one that matters the most. That's the one that... Well, I'm not sure if the summer sale is bigger than the winter sale or not. Never really compare both of them to see which one has more games on sale, but what I know is that both have a lot of games on sale. It's always a nice opportunity. The same mistake as before, god damn it. Guess it's a lot easier to make that mistake than I thought. I thought that I fucked up, but in reality it's a little bit hard to get that right. Alright. Oh, Jesus, finally. Alright, what is this other checkpoint? There are some more rotating spikes, but this time you need to go in vertically. Alright. Seems slightly painful, but doable. Problem is that I think that spikes are not very good for shit like this, you know. Like the hitbox of a spike, I don't think they are very ready to do this sort of rotating shit. I personally think it's kind of an issue. Like for example, right there I got killed by the very tip of that spike, but it's very hard to calculate when, like, what kills you, it's such a tiny fragment of the spike, you know. Like, see, for example, there I'm like I know that it was that spike the one that killed me, but I don't know why, you know. But it is reasonable that it did. Just that I feel like doing this sort of shit, you know. It really is a shame. I personally think that the first zone on this game looked very promising. But honestly, the rest of the game is just very boring to play. It's a shame. I felt that the first zone really was like a more, you know, traditional experience, but what comes afterwards is just bad. It's bad. Like that's the way to say it. It's just bad. It could be worse. Yes, it could be worse. But that still doesn't mean anything. All right. Oh, no traps? I'm surprised. Also, how is it going, Hypeimi? Seems that you also... Oh, this is another one of these shits. Oh, this nonsensical labyrinths. God damn it. Why are you like this? I fucking hate you, dude. Anyways, yeah, sorry, my bad. I see that you also like the AI works a little bit, Hypeimi. What do you think of them? I tried drawing Aku, you know, your favorite Touhou character, but I need to specify her very well to be able to get decent results. She's a relatively obscure character, you know. Yomu is very easy to draw. After all, most popular Touhou character for many, well, for 2 years actually. That last one where you're supposed to go. I'm not really memorizing the order or anything like that, because I don't give enough of a shit, you know. Yeah, the AI shit is pretty cool. You're impartial. I don't know. Your reaction when I show you Yomu didn't seem very impartial. But you know, that's fine. Damn, that's not the last one. How the fuck are you supposed to get up there? Am I supposed to activate some secret switch or what? Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if you can generate... Yeah, of course, I can generate AQ based on her characteristics, yes. Just that it obviously takes... well, you need to actually specify it. But yes, I can do that. I could try. Just that I've been busy today trying to make Teto and Miku scissor each other, you know. So that took me a little bit of time. But outside of that, it shouldn't be that time consuming. Yeah, it's interesting to see many people get triggered by it. But you know, it's whatever. Yes, time well spent. It's still very hard to do scissoring, unfortunately. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a lot easier to make one of them futa than making scissoring. Probably, I don't know. I didn't try. It's okay if it used like for fun, not really when it's claimed like it's something that took artistic creative effort. Well, believe it or not, there are some prompts that are hard to do with the current technology, that is. As I say before, trying to make Miku and Teto scissor each other took me some time. It obviously didn't take me as much time as an actual artist will take, but you know, it wasn't easy. Needed to figure out a way that the AI would understand. Damn it. Audition, can this AI go? I don't know. Well, I do know. It can go Berry Edition. Why will you do that? Why will I not do that? What's wrong with it? They are just having fun. You don't like to see Miku and Teto have fun? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, after all, they seem pretty happy in the image that I generated, so I don't see the issue. Veiny Meatrod? Damn. Well, I don't think that will be hard to generate. Probably. I haven't tried either. Taking love scissoring? Of course. You know, accidentally, while trying to generate that, one of the images that I generated, there was... Alright, to not sound vulgar, let's just say some lower to upper mouth action. But I would have saved it, but unfortunately there were some other things in the picture that didn't look quite right. But yeah, it was interesting. I'm pretty sure that generating that is way easier. What's this about scissoring? What you mean, what is it? You know what it is. You saw it too, Draenor. You cannot claim that you didn't see it. How could you not save it? Because there were parts that didn't look good. That looked very weird. So, yeah. I'm also completely lost to what I'm supposed to do here, or rather to where I'm supposed to go. Because I even got to that place where that single spike is, and getting to that warp didn't do anything. So I'm not really sure what this shit wants me to do. It is only worth it if it has the massive Banish long thing. Alright. If you say so. It's pretty clear that I'm repeating places that I already went into. How am I supposed to remember them, dude? It's quite hard to do so. Sometimes can generate curse stuff, yeah. I could generate endless amount of prawns specifically made for me. The idea is tempting. Well, it's easy to do. I mean, as long as you read the guide, it's not really that hard. This is too powerful. It is. Only issue is I'm lazy. Well, yeah. But that ain't my problem. Alright, so it seems that that loops all the way back. See, this is the problem. I get here, but that teleport gets me here. It's not a nice thing. But I have no idea where it wants me to go. I just don't understand. Actual degeneracy, of course. I have to make do with the 4 GB limitation. Dude, I don't even use my own computer to do that. I use a Google Colab thingy, that it's an online shit. So you don't even need a powerful PC. You just need to read. Yes, gigabyte, whatever. Taking your sloppy seconds. That's a way to put it. I mean, I don't expect anyone here to know, but how the fuck am I supposed to beat this shitty ass screen? Like, it's not getting any easier. So I don't really know what to do. Seems like just a fucking mess. I mean, it is a fucking mess, but it looks bad. Like a bad mess. I just don't know, dude. Seems like it's just randomly going from side to side, expecting to... But that's the thing, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Because going to the only place where the exit is doesn't work. It's probably like a combination. I don't know. Is it hard to use collab? No. But, you know, you need to... need to find stuff to see what script to use on collab. 2060 can even play a Miku game? Dude, your 2060 is most likely not the issue. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, okay, I got it. Well, that's pretty nice. I don't know what I did. What a piece of shit, dude. How can these screens be so bad? I just don't understand. It's like you purposely made them this bad. It's fucked up. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that my video card is worse than yours. Blue. I have an AMD RX 590. I don't think that's better than the 2060. I'm pretty sure it's not. So it should work, I think. Well, what processor do you have? I mean, it will be pretty funny, but maybe my FX is better than your processor, which will be very funny. But it's a possibility, believe it or not. Alright. Okay, no save. My game doesn't lag. Yeah, that's why I'm asking what processor you have, because I'm pretty sure my video card is worse, but maybe my processor isn't. Disappearing blocks. I mean, compared to the bullshit that this game has, disappearing blocks are definitely not a problem. Like, this thing, if anything, is easy compared to all the bullshit this game has. Gotta be careful here, because I'm pretty sure that if I jump to the ceiling, I die. See, this shit is very easy to do compared to all the other bullshit. It's Mega Man 04 Esperanto. Alright, didn't know that. It's a laptop CPU. Wait, oh, okay. So your graphic card is integrated. Well, yeah. I mean, the problem is laptops usually struggle with shit, you know. Wait, what am I? Oh, that wasn't a wall, okay. Oh shit, Freezer? The fuck you mean Freezer? I'm pretty sure that's Articuno. Freezer. Freezer is the Dragon Ball guy. This is no Freezer. Wouldn't even mind paying somebody to have it crack. It's using the integrated instead of the video card. Yeah, I don't know. I personally, it's been a while since I use a laptop, so I don't think I can recommend you anything. Dedicated CPU. I mean, laptops are usually like, it's not a good idea to have a laptop unless you plan to, you know, unless you plan it to move it around, you know. You only use it in one room, it's not a very good idea. Like, I could understand the struggle if you, like, don't know how to build a PC, because I also don't, or rather, I know but I rather not do it. But if that's the case, I feel like a better investment are one of those Alienware pre-built PCs. A lot of people say they are trash. I don't think they are more trash than a laptop, so... You always have to move around. Oh, okay, well, yeah, if that's the case, then it's whatever. That's your option. But yeah. Seems to be a lot of aim shit when it comes to bosses in this game. The issue is the combination, well, in this case, the combination between aim and RNG. Oh, that looks so bad. Oh, that looks so painful. God damn it. Here, which is a better idea? Maybe it is a better idea to do it from here. Kinda. You still need to adjust yourself a little bit, but once you do that, it seems like it is a better idea. At the same time, it might be aim, because now I'm seeing that he's keeping a constant direction, so I think that is also aim. Miku was using your CPU's integrated graphics, and how did you solve it? I'm assuming that you changed that in the... Wait, did the torch kill me? Are you for real? Damn, that's so stupid. Those torches that are in the background are not decoration, they actually have a hitbox. That's unbelievable. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, how did you solve it? Did you change the configuration with Windows or how? And that torch is such a piece of shit. Really is in the worst place possible. And some of those drops of ice are so slow that you can get killed before they reach the floor. In NVIDIA 3D settings, it lets you switch graphics to use per software. Miku is set to integrated, while GTA 5 was set to 2060. Alright. Well, in that case, test it and see how it goes. Make sure you put full graphics. You put shadows and reflections and all of that shit in highest graphics and obviously highest resolution. And check how it goes. It works. Nice. Well, there you have it. But yeah, no problem. I mean, it was kinda to be expected because the 2060 is a better graphic card than the one I have. So it was nonsensical that I could run it perfectly, but you couldn't. Despite being a laptop, you know. Highest graphics in hand with no lag, nice. Though the best way to test graphics is try. Oh, I forgot the name of this song, but there is a song where all of the Cid's Vocaloids are in the video. The one that runs at 30 FPS on the Nintendo Switch. What was it called? I think it starts with E. Like something like... I don't know, the word that comes to my mind is excavator, but that was clearly not the word. But yeah, that one. If you filter by Vocaloid and you look for either Kaito or Meiko, that are the ones that have the least amount of songs, you're probably gonna find it. You remember that? Yeah. I don't remember the name of the song, but again, if you look for Kaito or Meiko, you should find it. I mean, it's easy to see because you can see the Cid's Vocaloids being in the song. So if you look at the costumes on the bottom right, all of them are there. Like, I'm pretty sure that and Senbon Sakura are the only two songs that feature the Cid's. I find it very hard to wait. Probably should lower the volume slightly. I like how I'm doing nothing and I'm not dying because of RNG. Yeah, Decorator. I guess it didn't start with E, but it did end with Tor. Yes, Decorator, that's the song. So test that song with maximum graphics, and if you can run that properly, you can run everything else properly. Because that's the most graphic consuming video in the game. I'm not sure which side to go here, because if I go to the right, eventually I wouldn't be able to use my double jump. So it's kind of an issue. Now the interesting thing about this game is that, you know, I was I was thinking of either playing this game or 3 other ones. Basically, with some of my viewers that actually know about fan games, I came to the conclusion that this was the better option. I mean, the best option. And it probably is. Which makes me think how fucking bad the other three options are. You know? Like, it really makes me think if this is the best one. Like, damn, I don't even want to imagine how the other ones are. No lag, nice, good shit. Since I'm sick, I can try to do the AI shit. Nice. Yeah, give it a try. Read some guides. But yeah, this is basically why having delicious fruit operational is important. Games like this is the reason why it's important. So that way you can not only see numbers, because yes, you could see the number of the ratings and whatever, but you can read reviews. You can read reviews saying this game has a nice first area and the rest is fucking dog shit. And that will be a very good warning to not play it. Well, now it's too late to stop, but I mean that if I had knew that, I wouldn't have played it, probably. But, you know. Now if the song with female Len has a bunch of grass and trees. Female Len. You can favorite laggy songs, of course. Wait, I don't even need to go to the other side here. I can just keep going here and that's gonna be way faster. Problem is this pattern, dude. Still don't really understand how to properly do it. Because if I do that, like oval movement, eventually those snowflakes, I'm assuming that's what they are supposed to be, are gonna hit me. So I can't do that. But if I don't do that, what do? You prefer male Rin? Yeah, also known as Len. That fucking droplet, unbelievable. On the bright side, this boss basically marks the end of this zone, which is pretty ironic considering that the green zone was so absurdly long. So in that regard, at least we can say they are a lot closer to the end, but that's also a very misleading thing. A lot of these games that have a stage selection usually have a final zone that is as long as all of the remaining zones combined. And that's quite an issue, as you would expect, you know. That is indeed quite an issue. So, you know. But that's too early to think about that. Before thinking about that, I have to think about murdering this piece of shit. Well, if it's an Articuno, why can't I just throw a Master Ball? It's gonna be easier that way. Fucking asshole. You weren't this hard to catch in Pokemon Red, and I played that not that long ago. So it's definitely not my memory failing. You weren't this hard in Pokemon Red, you sack of shit. Well, then again, that's clearly not a Pokemon Red sprite. It's most likely like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon sprite, right? Probably. Something like that. Well, I still say that it's Articuno. Maybe it's not even Articuno. Maybe it legitimately is a generic monster called Freezer. But I don't think that's the case. I think this stoner just put an Articuno sprite and was like, no, this is actually my OC called Freezer. You prefer sheep girls? I don't. You comboed hand on hand in the lowest settings and now I just did it in the highest settings? Nice. Why don't you try, since you're trying new things, you gotta close this game or else I'll miss the stream. You're not missing anything, dude. This fight sucks, this game sucks. So you're better off just playing the game. I mean Project Diva, that is, not this one obviously. So yeah, do yourself a favor and go play Project Diva instead of watching this fucking garbage. It's a better use of your time. But yeah, what I was about to say is, since you're trying new things, why don't you try going one difficulty higher and see how you do? Because maybe now that everything is more stable and shit, you have a better chance. Maybe, I don't know. Also, I'm gonna mute this shit. Not a bad song, but it's the kind of song that I don't wanna listen from the beginning 10 times in a row, you know. Play on normal? Yeah, shouldn't be that bad, you know. You'll be fine. I mean, besides, you need to take into account that in Project Diva, there are multiple songs that on normal are as easy as some other songs on easy, and obviously the same applies for higher difficulties. The best example is a song like Nagaponzi Continues, right? That song on hard is pretty much an extreme song. The extreme version, I don't even want to imagine how it is. But yeah, basically, and the same applies in reverse. I mean, for example, Hand in Hand, since you're mentioning it, that song on extreme is pretty much a hard map and not an extreme map. But yeah. You got this? Yeah, he got this for sure. I will try that after getting an excellent on better on every easy song. I wouldn't recommend you to... Well, you can do that, but what you can do instead of doing every song on easy is do the songs that are hard for you on easy and do the songs that are easy for you on normal. I don't recommend you playing the whole game on easy. Well, I mean, you do you, but I mean... I never like that way of doing difficulty. If I play streams, I expect them to always be harder than hard. Yeah, I guess it's a weird way of doing it. But you gotta understand that especially a game like Project Diva that has a more massive approach, a very big portion of the game is basically making the player feel good. So if you tell the player, yes, this 7-star map is totally an extreme, if you beat this, this means you're very good. See, that sort of stuff makes the player feel good, even though in reality they fucking suck dick at the game. But because they were able to full combo an extreme, they think to themselves, damn, I'm actually good at this. The perfect example being me. I full combo a couple of like 7 or 7.5 stars on extreme maps, and I'm like, damn, I'm very good. But in reality, those maps are made for people like me to feel good about full combo in extreme. When in reality, I'm just full combo a hard map with an extreme label. So that's what you need to take into account. Very big portion of the game is based on that, making you feel better than you actually are. Which is the opposite of fighting games. That's the reason why fighting games are games that nobody likes, because they don't make anyone feel good. They should take notes. But yeah, that's the basic idea, you know. You need to find a way to make the player think they are better than they actually are, and that's a good way of doing it. You know, really makes you think, damn, I'm actually a good player, when in reality you're not, you know, or not that good as you think. If I play a stream, no, I already read that. If I ever complete all... Oh, you don't remember if I ever complete all easy difficulties on rhythm games? I mean, I wouldn't worry about something like that unless doing that unlocks something. That's kinda misleading. I mean, it is, but the fact that it's misleading is the whole point. Like, you need to understand that most games that are popular are built on being misleading on purpose. Misleading in the sense that they make you feel that you're accomplishing more than you actually are. There are a lot of games, for example, where you get a boss, and the boss is like the simplest thing you can probably do, right? There are some specific games that pretty much have the boss as a way to just make you feel good. A very good example is the Sonic games. In Sonic games, the bosses are so fucking easy that their only purpose is to make you feel like you did something that is worth, right? Like, you were able to defeat this big enemy, like, damn, rejoice, you are good at the game. When no, in reality you just beat a baby mode boss that anyone can fucking beat. But what I'm trying to say is that that's the premise in which most games are built upon. Making you feel good about doing something, even if that something is just not impressive at all. When I punish a DP, I'm such a pro. Yeah, but no, fighting games do a very bad job at that. That's the reason, as I said, fighting games are a genre that is dying and most likely will die precisely because they don't have that. They don't give you a gratification for being bad. And you might be like, well, that's the point, you're supposed to be good at them. Yeah, well, but if nobody plays your game, that kinda defeats the purpose of a fighting game. I mean, if the AIs in fighting games resemble a human, it will be something, but they don't. So the whole point of playing fighting games is playing against other people. So if other people don't want to play your game, even if you are the tough guy that wants it the hard way, you're not gonna have anyone to play against. Which is fine, I mean, it's not like you need to, but it seems like it kinda defeats the purpose. Huh. That looks like cancer. Nothing feels better than actually improving. Well, but that's another thing, that it's also something that really depends on what it is. A lot of times you might think that you're really getting better when in reality it's just a perception. Also, how is it going colon? You love spamming R1 in Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls is a very good example of a game that makes you feel good even though you are not really doing much. Especially since it's a game that has leveling. So eventually, even if you fucking suck at the game, you will level your character so much that enemies are not a problem. At the same time though, it's like, I'm not saying that Dark Souls is super easy, but it's another game that is kinda guilty of that, of basically the quote-unquote misleading achievements. That again, I don't think it's a problem. I think a game should make you feel good for playing it, even if you suck. Like, it's fine for that to be the case. Probably should go this side. The left. Doesn't seem to be any reason to go to the right if I'm gonna go back to the left anyways. That's why fighting games need an LPT of single player content, probably. What do you say? I failed twice, maybe if I mute the stream. Yes, of course you have to mute the stream, dude, are you insane? Yes, to play a reading game, you have to only listen to the music. That's the point of a reading game. So yes, mute the stream. Elden Ring isn't as bad as Dark Souls 3 in that regard, at least in PvP. I don't know. It can fuck you over the other way around too. It depends. I mean, if you become a fanatic of a game that you play it over and over again, I guess. But most people, including myself, just play many games. So feeling good just playing a game, beating it, and then moving to a different game doesn't seem like a bad thing to me. You're expecting to do something though, and it turns out to be easier than it actually is. Yeah, but again, it's also about not taking games too seriously, you know? Like, if you take games seriously, those kind of things can be annoying. But if you just play games casually like I do, you know, having those sort of feel-good moments are not an issue. Is that Articuno? No, that's Freezer. Don't you see on the top left? That's totally Freezer and not Articuno. You know? You need to understand. Right? Freezer is the Japanese name. Oh, really? Oh, okay, damn, I feel like a bigot now. Because I say, yeah, Freezer, right. So it's called Freezer because that's the Japanese name. Oops. Well. Alright. My bad. That's a mistake. Alright. Well, in that case, if it wasn't obvious before, then yes, that is Articuno. ER gives you more way to rip cheaters' face off. Damn. I had that with Dark Souls 7. You mean first playthroughs? I don't think that's an issue to me. This coming from an I Wanna Be The Guy stream. I mean, you gotta understand that I Wanna Be The Guy is not the difference. Like, it's also another good example of what I'm saying. Like, these kind of games are built on the reputation that I Wanna Be The Guy is a hard game. Which sure it is. But you know, a lot of these games, at least to me, they give me the satisfaction to beat them because they are supposed to be hard. And yes, they are not easy, but it's not like they are extremely hard to do. Most of them are just grinding patterns, and eventually you will get it. Like, one thing, and this is one of the most important things in I Wanna Be The Guy, are checkpoints. I Wanna Be The Guy is probably, well, and fun games obviously, are the kind of games that probably have the most amount of checkpoints in a game. So a lot of the difficulty is condensing checkpoints, which means that you think that what you're doing is very impressive, but in reality you are being able to do it because you have checkpoints up your ass, basically. So I think that this sort of games also have that quality that I was saying about making you feel good not doing much. I Wanna Be The Guy games are very possible to beat because of the amount of checkpoints. So yes, they are not easy, but it's not like they are tremendously hard. They just appear to be. But at the end of the day, they are not much harder than your standard platforming game, you know. Game hypes up a big fight and it doesn't turn out to be a big deal, it kinda blows. Well, in Dark Souls that never happened to me because I never read the item description, so I never look forward to any fight. I just keep going forward until I meet things that I beat. But I don't really like look forward to anything. Well, sure, sometimes they are like, oh, you're gonna meet this boss and you're gonna lose or whatever. But most of the times those are shovers. When are you playing Elden Ring? Probably never, because my computer cannot handle it. So, most likely never. But that's okay. I already accepted it. It's a shame, but it is what it is, you know. If the checkpoints are short, that means it's not as hard as it actually is. Sure, but that's something that you don't know. Or rather, that you don't realize when you are relatively new to these games, you know. When you're relatively new to these games, you are like, damn, I'm so good, I was able to beat this. You don't really realize the fact that you did it because the checkpoints are everywhere. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that this sort of stuff is everywhere. Just reduce graphics and resolution. No. I cannot even pass the minimum requirements. And even if I can play Elden Ring, I won't be able to stream it either. So I don't see a reason to play that game without streaming it. So because of that, yeah, it's not gonna work. My PC is too old to do that. I mean, I cannot even stream Wreckfest, dude. And Wreckfest is nothing out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, It's a game that has a relatively complex damage model for the cars, but not much more than that. And I cannot stream it, like the encoder overloads when I try to stream Wreckfest. So if I cannot stream Wreckfest, there is no way I can stream Elden Ring. I think that's a bit more of a you thing. I don't think so. I mean, it's all about game design at the end of the day, you know. Like, I know that by the way I'm wording it, it makes it sound like it's a bad thing, but I don't think that it's a bad thing at all. The fact that games make you feel good about playing them by, you know, giving you like fake achievements. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. To me, it's all a matter of game design. Damn, that dude, are you seeing this horseshit? No, I'm not encoding with my CPU. I'm encoding with my video card, and it's still not enough. You know? Also, yes, Draynor, that misleading shit can go both ways, and I think that the opposite way is fighting games. Fighting games basically are sold on the premise that a lot of the shit that you do is not a big deal. Like, you know, moving around the map, you know, throwing normals, throwing specials, doing combos, all this stuff, the fighting game basically pretends that it's basic shit. And it is, because fighting games are complex, but it's, you know, basic shit because of how much more complex it is, but it's still very hard to do. However, the game doesn't make you feel good for doing those things. You know, that's the problem. Like, fighting games, when you do stuff like, you know, positioning around the screen, throwing normals to poke your opponent, when you finally hit him doing combos, these are all things that when you do them, unless you're doing like, I don't know, some very pro level shit and you're winning everything, unless you're doing that, what you're doing, the game doesn't make you feel that what you're doing is complex. So basically, you're doing very hard shit that not even the game thinks it's impressive, only to get fucked at the end of the day. So I think that, well, that's one of the biggest problems with fighting games. Like, you're doing hard stuff that nobody cares that it's hard, right? You know? Like, nobody cares. The game doesn't care, your opponent doesn't care, you don't care, you know. But yeah. That is pretty much the opposite. It's basically something that is misleadingly hard. The game paints it as easy, but in reality it's quite hard to do. And again, the reason why fighting games are dying the way they are. Even though people want to pretend they aren't, they are dying. What about shoot 'em ups? Yeah, shoot 'em ups have the same problem as fighting games. The difference is that shoot 'em ups are single player games. So it doesn't matter if nobody in the world is playing your favorite shoot 'em up, because you can still play yourself. So yes, shoot 'em ups have the exact same issue as fighting games, but you don't depend on other people to have fun. In fighting games you do. If nobody's playing your shitty ass fighting game, you won't be able to have fun. Because yes, you can fight the CPU, but like, you know, like, get real, right? So yeah, basically that's the bigger difference. Shoot 'em ups have the luxury of being real single player games. Fighting games are not single player games. Why play games that make you feel like shit when you can generate some Touhoos? Yeah, that as well. You know, in shoot 'em ups you can kinda create your own difficulty. Yeah, there is also that, I suppose. But that also applies to fighting games, don't get mistaken. Because for example, that will depend on your creativity and shit. But for example, you can be like, you know what? I want to beat King of Fighters 98 without continues. That's a challenge that you can give yourself. The same way that you can give yourself the challenge, I'm gonna go on Fightgate or KOF 98 and I'm gonna beat the top players. Both are things you can do. And they are both quite different in difficulty. So that also applies to fighting games. The difference is that that second thing requires people to be playing it. In a shoot 'em up like Dodonpachi Daifukatsu, for example, all of your objectives solely depend on you. You can decide to want Coin Clear, or to go for Daisabachi, or to go for Hibachi, or play Black Label and try going for Satsusa. Or you know, just go for a high score. You can try all those things and it doesn't matter how many people play the game, because it's between you and the game. But with fighting games it doesn't work that way. An AI that can play fighting games with you. Yeah, the problem is that the AI in fighting games is absolute garbage. More so in older titles, where basically once you understand the way they behave and their whole gimmick, you can do the same thing every time and they will fall for it every time. That's kind of like the issue with AI in fighting games. They are very dumb. Very, very dumb. Yeah, one coin clear or how many coins you want, indeed. But yeah. I hope that this explanation is useful for you. To understand why some games thrive while others are left in the dust. It's all about making the player feel good. Not about how hard or how easy they are. It's about how the player perceives how hard it is and how satisfying it is to beat it. You know, that's the whole point. An actual AI, not a script monkey. Well, yeah, but... Well, there were some attempts in the past. In fact, I think that Street Fighter 4, there was a mod that was released that made Bison a specific AI that kinda behaved like a human. They weren't very good. It's not like it was an AI that could beat top players, but it was, you know, decent. The only problem obviously is that it was only for Bison. But yeah, have fun fighting Bison over and over and over again. I'm sure that's a great idea. But yeah. In any case, you need to feel good when you play, because otherwise the game is not doing a good show. Sleep Fighter, unfortunately, is a title that is very belonging to Street Fighter V, which I wish it wasn't the case. You know that this stream could have been a Street Fighter stream, you know? You know that if Street Fighter was actually a good game, I could be a Street Fighter streamer. I don't know if that would have been better or not than what I currently do, but this could have been a Street Fighter stream. If only that game wasn't garbage, but it is. Oh, that's a shame. But what can you do? When a game is garbage, there's not much you can do. Let's fight. No, I don't have the game. And I also will never have the game because I refuse supporting Capcom for that piece of putrid garbage of a game. So no. But if you want to fight, hey, meet me at Street Fighter 4 anytime. That's a game I don't mind playing. Well, not only don't mind playing, I will enjoy playing. Problem is that the netcode is garbage, so it might be a little bit hard to enjoy. Yeah, now that I think about it, it might not be a good idea. The netcode is absolutely garbage. Well, I mean, it's as garbage as any netcode at the time that used delay base instead of rollback. Is netcode as trash as in POFB? No, I will say that it's better. I mean, it uses the same technology, but POFB works like trash even if your opponent is in your same country. Street Fighter 4, if you play against someone that is in your same country, I mean, unless you live in the USA and you are West Coast versus East Coast, unless you do that, it works fine, more or less. POFB doesn't work fine no matter where you are. So yeah, no, Street Fighter 4 works better. But it's still a piece of shit, because back then, almost all fighting games were a piece of shit in terms of netcode. And guess whose fault that was? You wanna guess? Well, you probably already know whose fault that is. Yeah, all delay netcode is garbage, pretty much. 5K stream? Nah. I mean, if I'm gonna play to get destroyed, I'd rather play, you know, I don't know, Dragon Ball FighterZ. That I'm pretty sure, actually, Dragon Ball FighterZ got a rollback update, didn't they? So playing that game might not be a bad idea. I mean, it's a bad idea because I will get destroyed, but I mean that it's not a worse idea than playing 5K, because the difference is that there is probably there are gonna be some people in that game that are as bad as I am. On 5K though, good luck finding those kind of players. In 5K almost everyone has been playing for quite a long time. I mean, after all, those titles are old, so yeah. If we ever get proper netcode in POFB, I can duel you. Yeah, of course. I mean, if POFB had decent netcode, I would have already done sessions of that game. Online, I mean. But yeah, unfortunately, it's trash. Yeah, it will happen never, most likely. We can play Puzzle Fighter, but I don't like Puzzle Fighter. You know? We're gonna play a classic Street Fighter title. Let's just play Third Strike. Or Super Turbo. Those two games I will be down to play. I don't really want to play the Alpha series because they are quite complex. On the other hand, Street Fighter Super Turbo, I mean, it's a game that is extremely broken and unbalanced, but it's simple to understand. And Third Strike, it's the same. I mean, there is obviously complex shit, but you know, they don't feel as necessary as in Alpha. And that goes back to what I was saying about how the game makes you feel when you do stuff. I feel that Street Fighter Alpha is a game that unless you do very complex combos, it's a game that doesn't feel good to play. Like, it just doesn't have that feedback that Street Fighter 2 and 3 have. Like, it really feels that in order to enjoy playing Alpha, you need to do good combos. Because I don't enjoy it otherwise. Like, it doesn't feel nice to me. My Quake gamers, I don't play shooters. Oh, not here. I lost all the sight of the dude who was working on rollback netcode. It's okay. Galgan? Yeah, I'm sorry to break it for you, but Galgan is a softcore porn game. It's not a shooting game. The shooting is a minigame. Galgan is a softcore porn game with some visual novel aspect to it. But yeah, which is not a bad thing. Like, you probably think that the way I'm saying it is bad. No, that's a good thing. But yeah, it's definitely not a shooter. I mean, technically speaking, it is a rail shooter, but I mean, you know, technically speaking, there are many technicalities out there. Let's not focus on those. You mean where the girls are getting railed? I wish, but unfortunately I say softcore. So yeah, nobody's really getting railed. It's a shame. Well, I'm pretty sure there might be mods for that, but I don't know. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, nobody's getting railed in that game. But that's okay. You can just pretend. Have the imagination for it. Wait, why was the space between those bubbles so little? Was it because of the angle? I'm assuming probably. Galgan mods? Can I play as Teto? I don't know. It's not like I know mods. You want to shoot Teto? I mean, there's probably mods for that, but it's not like I check. Then again, you're probably better off doing it yourself. Because finding such a specific mod is probably hard. So you're probably better off just replacing the models with a Teto model rather than looking for someone that actually did that. Because you gotta understand that Teto is not a very popular character, you know. So, in that regard, yeah. You need to do it yourself. But you know, on the bright side, if you do that, you will learn a thing or two about models and how the game internally works a little better. It's not like it will be a waste of time. I think that it will be a rich experience for the most part. Oh, the way those shits jump. Damn, they jump very high. I thought they didn't jump that high. Then again, it all depends on RNG. Like, see, for example, in that one, I probably would have gotten killed. In that one, I could have gotten away, most likely. In that one, most likely kill. And let's see. Well, in that one, definitely kill. But yeah, it all depends on RNG. And it's not like staying below makes it any better, because think about it. If you stay below, dodging it might be easier, but it's still not a guarantee because they go down pretty fast. But at the same time, why are you going down for? I mean, how do you go up? Because those things are gonna come back immediately. It really feels like at that point you're just praying for good luck. There doesn't seem to be any reason to go down. And depending on your positioning, you can kinda just stay up there for the first pattern. Blender stream. Dude, I know nothing about models. And I don't even have Blender or any program that manipulates models. I don't even have Photoshop. Just so you know what level of proficiency we're talking about here. So yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. That's almost like doing a cooking stream. Yeah, very good idea. For that second pattern, you shouldn't stay up there for too long. Yeah. The double jump there, but kinda hard to get to that positioning without using it. You know that this is completely unrelated to anything, but these days I've been watching some chess, and it's pretty interesting to me how the whole premise of chess is so threatened, considering the fact that computers are so much better at playing chess than humans. To the point that it's literally impossible to properly prove that someone is not cheating by looking up what a computer is inputting. You can trust, but it's impossible to prove it, you know? Well, unless it's a live event, I guess. But considering that a lot of things now are online, it's impossible to prove when someone is cheating. So I found that pretty interesting. Like, basically, there is no much reason to play chess competitively, because anyone could be cheating at any time. I wanted to learn how to work with Live 2D, but it's rough. I don't know what that incident that you're talking about is, but yeah, no, I never really tried to work with models. I mean, with Live 2D or shit like that, but it doesn't sound very appealing to me. Website like chess.com track your movements. If you always make the best move every time, you get banned. Sure, but you can be subtle about it. That's the thing. You don't need to be that obvious. So Faraday cage to block what? Eledildonics. What the fuck is that? Also, how is it going yummy? But yeah, you can have scripts, but my point is not that it's impossible to detect any cheating. My point is that it's impossible to detect every cheating. That's my issue. Like, basically, you could be playing against a cheater and you will never know. And nobody will ever know. Because even with the best scripts, yeah, someone can make the best movement at some point. And someone can dissimulate it to make it look like he actually thought about it. So I don't know. I feel like it's very fucked up because it feels like the whole premise of the game falls apart. Again, unless you play in a real table with real chess pieces right in front of the other player, which is kinda hard for someone there to cheat. It's still possible, but you know, you will have to be very good at it, or you very dumb to not notice it. But yeah, I feel like that's the only way. In the case you just don't use the AI on the hardest setting, it is much harder to detect, but people just figure cheaters don't happen often because why bother cheating unless there is money on the line? No, but okay, but that's a problem. If your argument is, nah, he's probably not cheating because why would he bother? That's not a good argument. Or rather than an argument, it's not a good foundation is what I'm trying to say. Like that's what I'm saying. I feel like the foundation of the game online at least is weak. Because you run on the foundation that everyone is a good person that is not cheating. Which is a nice mentality to have, but unfortunately the reality is a little bit far from that. So I think that's the issue with that. You will never know. Yeah, no, thank you, Draynot. I pass. Well, I did play Draynot chess once, and I won at the very last second. It was a very bad match, but then again, we both suck at playing chess, so it's not surprising. He quits at 100% win rate like a bitch. Damn. I mean, the problem is that, well, you know what I was saying about feeling good and shit? Well, chess is one of those games that doesn't give me the minimal erection. Like, my dick couldn't be any softer playing that game. Figuratively speaking, obviously. The point is that I don't feel good playing chess. You know? So... yeah. Not something that I would like to play for fun, because I simply don't find it fun. To me, it's still, like, chess is still pretty interesting regardless, but it's not fun for me to play it. There is nothing you can do, so why bother worrying? What do you mean, why bother worrying? I think that it's a very important point. I mean, if you're playing against cheaters, why bother playing? Well, unless you play against the AI. which might not be a good idea considering that they come in so many levels and are clearly better than human players. Playing against the AI, yeah, that might be a good thing at the end of the day. But yeah. Hey, impressive win rate, I know. Gotta find images of Chess-chan. I mean, I can generate it myself, you know. I can just be like one girl, NSFW, chess piece, huge ass, and that's it. I don't think I need to prompt anything else. I don't need to worry about it. Nude mod for chess, yeah. I know. But yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know, dude. Chess was appealing at first, or rather, I will say that chess is appealing when you don't know much about it. When you start knowing more about it, and you didn't already like it, like it didn't catch you like this, it just feels like it's so unappealing. Like, chess is the kind of thing that needs to catch you at first glance. If you didn't already get extremely captivated by chess at the beginning, I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, no, okay, I appreciate the invitation, but I'm not down for a game. I'd rather play fucking POFB with the shitty ass netcode and playing chess. You know? Yeah, that's right, you should play against yourselves. Yeah, that's a good idea. You're in the middle of something. But yeah, you should challenge yourselves, really. You're looking for some randomizers and shoyers. Well, I will tell you to invite Bravi, but he's not with us anymore. I mean, he's still alive. I'm saying that he's not in our server anymore. But yeah. I guess you will have to find someone else. But yeah. And you know, this fight is taking longer than it should have. Well, I mean, it's the kind of fight that, just like the other two fights in the game, fucking suck, so it's not really surprising, but goddamn. And I think that the worst part is that, for what I remember about Delicious Fruit, I mean, there were some people that I remember being critical about this game, but for the most part, it was like, yeah, this game is not that bad. And I believe that's the case, because the majority of I Wanna Be the Guy fan games fucking suck. So a game like this one, if you compare it to the sea of garbage that fan games as a whole are, yes, this game stands out. And that's very funny and at the same time sad. Because this game is garbage. But yes, compared to the other garbage, it might as well be a gold nugget. Please get good RNG. please. Oh, I couldn't do much there. Didn't have any room. This game is like passable, yeah, but that's the problem. Considering a game like this passable is the issue in the first place. Because this game is just... I mean, sure. These kind of things are obviously subjective, but I wouldn't be able to say this game is passable. Like, this game, to me, is just bad. Yes, obviously, when, as I was saying before, if you consider the overall difficulty of fun games, yes, it is passable compared to the other shit. Sure, but you know. Participating in some weird Camellia Mountain of shit challenge is the issue. Right, but the problem here, again, I wouldn't be playing this if Delicious Fruit was up. But it turns out that it's not up. So the only option I had is playing the games that I already had downloaded on my PC, and this was one of them. Otherwise this wouldn't have happened. Otherwise I would have gone to Delicious Fruit, look up for a game that is good, like nicely rated, and would have played that instead. But that's not the case because it's down. Delicious Fruit is actually down, and it's still down. So, what do you want me to do? Not my fault. Well, sure, I could ask for recommendations, but I don't trust recommendations, really. Or rather, I don't trust them without looking them up first. Like, that's the thing. I first need to look them up. And then maybe, well, maybe, if it's a very nicely rated game, then probably I will. Because it's a recommendation plus the recommendations that already exist in the webpage, so like it's there are quite a lot of recommendations, right, that you can take there. Wait a second. I'm assuming that that's probably a bug because I'm dead, but like, is the torch pattern time-based and not health-based? Because I thought that it activated after a certain amount of health, but it might be that it activates after a certain amount of time. Because he was still shooting the bubbles, but maybe that's just, as I say, a game over thingy that is just bugged, probably. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that this game is trash, but not like it's a very... like, it's not obvious. Yeah, it is quite obvious. It's okay though. Because at the end of the day, it still feels its purpose, which is passing the time. So, you know, well, one of its purposes, which is passing time. But I guess that's okay. Like, whatever. Could be worse. I really want to beat this boss today, though I'm not gonna force it. If I realize that I cannot beat it, then that's too bad, but I want to beat this asshole today. That's probably gonna hit me. Oh, they stop! Wait, I need to think this very carefully. Wait a second. It's not over yet. Because think about it this way. I don't have a double jump. Like, my double jump is used. So if I go to the right, I'm most likely gonna die, so I will need to go to the left. But if I fuck up doing left-right, I will get killed by the torches. But if I go too much to the left, I die to the wall and to the floor. Fuck. See, that's the problem. Like, I knew something like that was gonna happen. Because this space that you have here is very little. It's very little. The hitbox of this thing is a lot bigger than it looks. And doing this jump, I'm pretty sure it's not possible without a double jump, obviously. So, yeah, that's the problem. I actually don't know what to do in that situation. Maybe I could attempt jumping to the right, but I don't think that jump is possible. God damn it, dude. Ah, fuck. It's especially bad because I got good RNG, but there was not much to do there. Well, I guess I could practice going down, maybe. Like, something like... But it's hard. If you don't have the double jump, landing there is hard. Because you're most likely gonna let yourself fall all the way to the bottom, which obviously will lead to you dying, which is something that you don't want. That was also gonna happen. Damn it, dude. This is fucked up. I wanna practice that again, though. Yeah, you just basically have to turn right very late, but it's so late that it's scary how late it is. See, for example, there it was too late. So I either need the double jump, which having the double jump at that point in the fight is very hard. Like, I most likely already used it up. But not having the double jump makes it very hard. I also kinda wanna see how far I can jump to the right without a double jump. So it would also depend on that. I could try it here, let's see. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. The torch will clearly kill me if I do that with a sing. Yeah, that there is no way I make it out of there alive without a double jump. Do you have some water near you? No. What do you mean? Oh, you mean because of my throat? No, don't worry about it. Besides, it's not like I'm gonna be streaming for too much longer anyways. Stay hydrated? That's not about being hydrated. That's about... My nose is not... well, nose. My... I think in English is respiratory system, right? Is that how you call it? Well, whatever you call that system of your body that is responsible for breathing, well, that system is very bad in my body, in general. I'm right? Okay, well, that system is not very good. Yeah. I mean, it's less the fact that, like, I don't have any problem with my lungs, but it's more of a fact that there is like a big concentration of mucus, right? Or whatever that word is pronounced. Like, it's something that happens even when I don't have a cold or anything like that. It just happens because it wants to happen, you know. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. Alright, this shit again. So I'm gonna do what I say. Hopefully it works this time. Okay, careful. Nice, there you go. Fucking finally. And I can put the sound back as well. What a fucking piece of shit. Wait, where am I falling? Huh? What? Wait, I can still die. Wait, what? Want me to jump here? Wait, but how do I get to that warp? Wait, what? Wait, unless there is a hidden switch. Oh, there is water. Well, speaking of water, this is all water. Alright. Well, I got all the items. You're sorry? No, it's fine. I mean, it's nothing, you know, overly bad. It's just what it is. She thanks. Oh, well, this looks already lovely. The last area. I suffer from ligma, yeah, I know, right? No, I don't know. Well, actually, I could look it up. Like, I'm not sure if this is what I have. This will be like one of those self-diagnosis shit. I'm not sure if I have this, but my mother has this, so I might have this as well, because I think it might be hereditary or something.
Rhinitis.
Yeah, that. You heard what the Google Translate said? That rhinitis thing, I might have that. Or not, I don't know. Not like I went to a doctor to see that. But yeah, that shit. What's ligma? But yeah, that rhinitis thing might be what I have or not. I don't know. Anything is possible. And I don't care enough to go to a doctor, so... Wait, what am I doing? Where am I supposed to go? Like, here I'm going back. Okay, I'm assuming that now this goes to a different place. Oh. Okay. Oh, this looks like absolute cancer. Not just regular cancer. Alright. Wow, this is really bad. Alright. How are we gonna do this? What if I know that they can be at the same, you know? Tim, that's so bad, dude. I can't believe it. Alright, so that's what we're dealing with. Jesus. Literally not possible here to jump like that. Well, but you're supposed to do something here, because how else do you do this? Damn, that looks like a problem. Unleash your inner yin and yang. Yin and yang. Alright. Well, see, the problem is, this wouldn't be that big of a deal if it wasn't for the fact that there is two of these assholes at the same time. If it was just one, it wouldn't be an issue, but it's two. Oh wow, that's a... Are you serious? I didn't realize because of the fucking background. This is a spike here. What you see here, this is a spike. I didn't see it. Oh my fucking god, dude. This really is gonna be painful. This really is gonna be pain. But that's okay. Let me start right there. You need to do 2 jumps that are also very precise. No, you know what? I think I'm fine. I'm fine for today. I think that this can continue in the next stream because honestly, dude, that looks like a pain in the ass. And I already, played enough pain today to add that shit. So let's not do that. What about that? So yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. So thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with, well, I Wanna Be the Phantom. That's how it's called. So have a good one everyone, and take care.